Hey there, Bailey. How's it going? I just wanted to go over a quick, no more than audience work. Just a few strategies you guys can today to start helping reach business. As a former veterinarian, I know exactly when veterinary hospitals get, and visibility is usually the last thing on the screen. So I noticed a massive growth opportunity, guys, in the area, and I just wanted to show you how to. It'll help. If not, feel free to just tips. Let's hop right. So, first thing I'd like to say is that I am totally aware, so you guys are already ranking, you know, in Ivor area. I'll show you exactly what I mean shortly later on. But this video is to help you guys in case some animal practices want to grow, they want to expand, they want to be able to different pet owners to help out. So this video is going to be towards helping be able to introduce yourselves to a new area, right? So first thing I want to cover is stuff on the homepage, right? So with stuff on the homepage, we want to make sure that there is enough content on the homepage, right? Obviously, that's easier said than done, right? What do I mean by that? So when Google comes in to take a look at a website, they scan everything. So there we go. They scan everything, icons, logos, images when they come through a site, right? So it's very important to make sure to have these types of things embedded with the correct content that Google takes a look at. So in other words, you want to have the content, words, right? And the thing with this is that the different types of keywords are what people search up to search for things. And if you don't have these keywords placed or properly placed, then you can miss out on pet owner, right? So this will give you guys an idea. You guys are seeing about 601 words on your homepage at the moment. And then throughout this video, I'm just going to give an idea of an achieve, right? This and this is Smithfield Animal Hospital, and these guys are singing about 727 words. Totally beatable, by the way. So just wanted to clarify. So, okay, how much content am I supposed to have, right? For there to be for there to be at least 1,500 words on a homepage for any business, right? And just to give you an idea of, okay, well, what type of content am I supposed to, bless you, what type of content am I supposed to have, right? So heading over here just to take a look at some of your keywords. So you guys are currently have 75 keywords underneath your belt, right? And it's bringing you guys in a traffic of about 1,000, a little over 1,000, right? To your website. And this isn't how many people are booking calls with you. This is just how many people. So just taking a little bit of a glance, and right over here. Okay, so a lot of these are nice. The good thing about your business name is that it's also a keyword, right? So a little tip about keywords. Keywords for a website, you don't want just any type of keyword on there. You want to be able to have keywords that are attract to new people. And because not everyone knows your business name, it's not the most ideal to have to heavily rely on that type of thing, right? So you want to be able to have keywords that are going to attract new type of clients. And I'll show you exactly what I mean. And this is obviously really good for your area because obviously this is what works, right? And a good example of a keyword to use is basically a service and a location, right? So veterinary clinic and, Ivor VA, right? This is pretty good. But say, for instance, if you wanted to expand your services to a new area or you wanted to just bring in new clients, right? So what can you do for that, right? So let's take a look at one of your talking, right? Okay, so there's currently have 5 words that they have underneath their belt and it's bringing them in a total of 613 to their website per month, right? So just taking a look. So, hey, so just taking a look. This is right here, Smithfield. So these are some examples of like some of the keywords that you will want to place, on your website, right? Because then it'll let Google know like, hey, I also do services here, right? So that is a good example of what you guys can do. And then just to show you guys You know what I mean? So here you are. So when people search up keywords like veterinary practice, this is what pops up for you guys for Ivor, right? And but say for instance, if you wanted to venture out somewhere, right? So taking a look at a keyword from veterinary clinic field, this is an example of what you guys could improve your websites to include, just so that you guys start to pop up over here as well, right? So this is going to go into the second thing I wanted to cover, and that is going over citations. And in this area right here, this is known as the map pack. This is basically where your business's name, address, and phone number are stored. And to the left right here is where you see these businesses are. And in order to get up to the top, are known as citations, right? And just to give you a good idea, so you want to have your business's name, address, and phone number distributed across hundreds of directories, right? And the goal is you want to have more than your competitor, because the more you have, the more trust you have. And people, I'm so sorry if you hear that. My cat has an upper respiratory infection. If you hear her over there, so forgive me if it's a little too noisy. But but here over here, you want to have what are known as the citations, right? The goal is obviously you want to have more data, and there are tools out there that allow us to see what citations are listed on, and then we just go grab those citations for you. There you go. And the thing is with citations that you want to grab what your competitor has, but you want to double or triple what they have, because then that will take them a long time to catch up, right? So that's kind of how this works. And you want to be in these top three areas, right? The higher you are, the more clicks you get, because nobody clicks on more. Most people don't click on more businesses, right? So you want to be up here. Now, last thing I'd like to cover is backlinks are basically your power move. And this is basically your vote of confidence, or this is basically a vote of confidence or your digital endorsement from other businesses, companies, stuff like that. And basically a backlink is when one was to another website online, and that is what you need in order to rank up into these top three areas, right? So the thing with that is it's one of the things that you need to rank up in here. And the higher you are, the more clicks you get. So it's ideal to be in the top three results, right? And in order to get that, what's that? You want to have articles, associations, just those type of things, like guys, because again, it is a vote of confidence. Google's going to take a look at that and see it and be like, okay, and these guys are like, I trust these guys, I highly recommend them, and I think that you guys should trust them. So Google's going to boost you guys up here, okay? So that's kind of how it works, but not all backlinks are created equal. Some backlinks are not as powerful as others. So you want to be able to have backlinks that are related to your niche, right? Because you guys are animal care, you want to have animal care related backlinks, right? So, say for instance, a blog that's talking about, you know, best veterinary hospitals to get your flea tick prevention from, right? Stuff like that you kind of want to have linked back to you guys, because it'll be a lot more effective than say a Pizza Hut linking back to you guys. So heading back over here to Rush, right? Just taking 5, right? And then going over here, right? And these guys have about 318, right? And with backlinks, it is with backlinks, there are sites that let us look at what backlinks your competitor has, and then we just go grab those for you guys, right? For backlinks, it is quality over quantity. So have like one full backlinks that is way more 10 random backlinks that don't really much for you. So it is in that case, and just grabbing some of those just to show you guys, like, hey, work in this area or that, or just to help get you guys. So that's pretty much it for this video. Just wanted to make the point, excuse me, and with this information I provided today, you can take this info and run with it yourself. I'm totally cool with that. But if you want to skip the learning curve and just have someone handle it who's done it a bunch of time and has a background in animal care, give me a call or shoot me a text at 218-517-5513. Either way, I hope this helped. Have a great day. Bye.